Mitchell came in and said these have been marinating.
Oh yeah, these
and
have
has
been...
refused to like
Hold on, I'm turning this down.
to say, oh,
I can fix that in post. I can fix that in post.
yep, hopefully.
No, fuck. It has been a while because we missed a week due to scheduling.
Yep.
So these are 2 cans of creaming soda Kirk's lemonade.
Yeah.
They have been marinating.
In what?
Are you ready to...
That's
So...
if these has been sitting in like a dirty esky.
Does that get inside the can?
Wait, so have they been sitting? It has like the water. Has it just been sitting in the water, like the dirty, foul water?
So a TikTok trend has emerged where white women will marinate their Diet Coke cans. Do you want to know what that means? It means leave it in the fridge for a long time. Ideally, they marinate for 3 days. It's a synonym for refrigerate.
Oh.
But the lady who invented this term, I do not remember her at. Doesn't matter because TikTok is non-existent. Uses special words for a lot of things, and I should have written down some of them. When I did my dive into looking at this. So instead of saying simple words, she will like make up new synonyms.
So they've just been refrigerated.
Yeah.
But you've been calling it marinating because...
Well, because to make you feel a certain way. Get it? Anyway.
Anyway. Yeah.
And then she will add like crystallized lime powder and a frozen lime with ice. And it's just like, why don't you just make limeade? Why don't you just make raw limeade out of like 8 limes per glass? If all you want is the bite of a lime. Anyway, that's not important. It is a Thursday.
The 21st.
Yeah.
And tomorrow...
Don't say it. I thought you were like, tomorrow is the 22nd.
No, I was saying tomorrow the Metro and Future album comes out.
Tomorrow, We Don't Trust You comes out. I assume that's the name of the first one.
Yeah.
That should be good. I'm looking forward to that.
I'm looking forward to it, yeah.
And then it's 2 albums. We're getting another one later.
Yep.
We're also meant to be getting Kanye singles. I don't really care because whenever they're premiered by that DJ guy, he like messes with them anyway. Which it's his job. But he was like, originally he was sent one song, but it was like from a hacker or it went to a hacker or something. And he just added on his Instagram post like, don't trust, and then this email. They are hackers. I hate hackers.
During hacking, did you also see Apex Legends?
What happened there?
Got hacked. People were logging in, and because if they open the game, their computer just got hacked.
That's...
Because I think it was the...
I've been learning about that at uni.
The easy cheat or the anti-cheat got compromised.
Wow.
So when they open the game, that activates.
Oh my god. I wonder what it... Did they find out what it was doing? What was the hack?
I've got nothing really. That's all I know.
Yeah.
That's all I know that happened. And I was like,
maybe they were just all compromised, but that's not very good either. Bloody hell. Well, good thing I don't play that game anymore. Are the Melbourne boys alright?
Oh yeah, no, yeah, they saw all the stuff because it was like all over.
Oh yeah, that was like, I remember way back
and
when...
And Respawn and posted stuff like, hey...
you
don't
did
open
the
news
in the server. It was when the source code of like Team Fortress what's it called? Counter-Strike and Source 2.
Oh,
it was like released and made public or whatever.
Yeah.
And Julian was like, "Don't open TF2, you're gonna get hacked." And I'm like, "Huh? If I only ever play on like legit servers, it won't happen. If I hit up the Jew fort, I might get hacked." But I think that was always just a thing with joining community servers on games. I'm gonna say, okay, so Dad has told me that he has told my auntie that I have a podcast.
Yep.
And that's really bad.
Oh.
Because she's really sweet.
Hello, Mitchell's auntie.
She's never getting this far.
Oh. Okay.
It'll be too crass for her. Like,
Aren't you? Really? We're not that crass.
No, but it's just occasionally we'll talk about some things.
Yeah. We haven't recently.
I'm going to ruin the streak.
Oh.
I'm going to save it for later because I don't want it to be at the start. The note is just frogs. Or frog. So
I just saw manslaughter.
Oh yeah, manslaughter's on there. I saw a thing. It was like from a while ago. This lady like defended herself from a man
Yeah.
that was trying to get all in up in her shit, and
Yeah.
then she ended up killing this man.
Yes.
But then when police investigated, he had like a full kit in the back of his car, and he was actually an active serial killer.
Oh, so it was self-defense and
Yeah, but so she doesn't go to jail.
Yeah.
Right? I don't know. I feel like if I killed a serial killer,
no,
I would get sent to jail somehow.
I don't know.
Like ignoring it was a lady and I'm a guy, whatever. I just feel like in this fucked up system, I would go to jail somehow because we live in Australia.
No, I think you'd be fine. If it's legitimately is self-defense, like they've come to kill you,
Yeah, exactly.
and the only way that you can guarantee your own survival is to
Because there's so many rubbish rules.
kill them.
Because like I've looked up the rules of self-defense, and it's like you really have to like do a coin flip to win the self-defense battle in
Yeah.
Australia because you can't carry things on you
Yeah.
at all. So like the knife I have stays in my desk. My camping arse knife. My shitty switchblade knife thingy. That stays in my desk because I can't have it on me because I don't want to fine.
Yeah.
So
And
it's like
you're also more likely to cause a fight. A lethal fight if you pull out a knife.
yeah, that's what Dad said.
Yeah.
And I'm like, no, it'll just not come out.
I think your dad's right.
Yeah, he is right. Yeah. But yeah, so that's why I said manslaughter on my notes. What was I looking at? Oh,
What is it?
it's a
Affects-
Komodo,
the
dragon,
Komodo
dragon
dragon.
bite,
How they got the bacteria.
and it just fucks your shit up.
Yeah, it's bad. Yeah, that's disgusting.
And it's like they're not even like real.
Sports is
creatures.
back.
Sports is back. The Panthers start in 30 minutes.
It's been hype because I had on Saturday. I was in a call with a couple of boys, and there was an NRL game, AFL game, and a rugby union game, and we were
Same
streaming
time.
all three.
Yeah.
And we were all explaining stuff to other people because like the people asked me stuff about rugby union, I'd tell
Yeah.
them. I would ask stuff about AFL.
Yeah, and you had like the mega
And,
wall of all the
Bro, it
strings
was
up at the
it was
same
great.
time.
And then I was introducing everyone to, and I think I'm starting to convince everyone around me that rugby union is good.
Rugby union is good.
Good.
I don't know why it was ever a thing to just like. Oh, we talked about that last episode, I think.
Yeah, well, I can see why it could be because it's definitely very sadly it's become a very private school
Yeah.
sport
Yeah, I can. Yeah.
like rowing.
Rowing.
But I in my opinion, rowing's more private. But
Yeah, it's a lot more expensive to just do.
yeah, but
And
it's
the
still
fun.
the most expensive sport. Like one of the most expensive to sign up to is soccer.
Which is crazy.
Yeah,
Because it's
got
just.
such-
It has like such little equipment.
I think it's just because it's such a popular, and like every kid has played soccer at some point in their life. for a
Yeah,
team.
and realistically, if it's really popular, it shouldn't be that expensive.
yeah, I do find that funny. I think
And it's so big in third world countries as well.
that has to be law for like everyone's played soccer, like in junior school.
Yeah, even I have.
Yeah, I played soccer.
Oh no, not real soccer.
No, I played real soccer.
Oh.
I liked it. I more played Star Wars with my drawstrings on the field.
Yeah, I pretended to be Accelerate from Ben 10. And I'll just because it's a sport. It has a lot of running.
Yeah, yeah. Well, we played. I remember like year 11 and 12. We would play soccer a lot. 'Cause
I
we
miss
weren't-
that shit.
We weren't allowed to play rugby anymore. That got cancelled during.
I miss Big Lunch.
Big lunch was hype.
Big Lunch
Was
was
big
hype.
lunch your first lunch or second
The
lunch?
second one.
Yeah,
we had
same.
Little Lunch and then we had Big Lunch,
Mm.
and that shit banged.
Big
then
lunch
there
was
was-
dummy.
Did we have a third one?
No, I only have had two.
Big Play. We had a third one.
Mm.
And it was just go get a cold cup for 50 cents or just go and... We should have had that
Ours was always like
at high school.
in junior school. It was always split into two.
Mm.
So like the first was little lunch. The first one it'd be split like half and half.
Mm.
But like big lunch was like 10, 15, I think lunch, and then the rest of
Yeah.
it was.
No, I think Big Play should have been employed in high schools because the teachers all knew and the students all knew that like at period 5 and 6 at the end of the day was just impossible to teach important things during.
Mm.
So it was like,
No,
blow off the energy, a big play. But
my
that's a primary school.
my year 11 in 12, when in that grade we were all like at big lunch. We always played a sport,
Yeah, exactly.
just like the entire grade, or we'd play something just because it's like, especially in year 12, it's like you're spending like all day like doing like practice exams and
bullshit
revision. So you're like, I've got to do something. I've got to move, or I'm going to lose it.
Yeah. Simpler days.
Yeah, I do. I really enjoyed school. I loved it. Seeing all my schools actually finally getting the construction done that they've been promising for the past 8 years.
Yeah, that we funded and then we don't get to even use.
I see it. I'm like, it looks so different now.
Yeah,
Like,
ours also looks very different.
Yeah.
They like removed a rainforest that was on the school. Oh, can I even find it?
I went to your school a lot.
Oh yeah, for sport.
Yeah, for
There were
sport.
rivalries.
Chess.
Oh yeah, we hosted chess. That shit banged.
Yeah. It's funny, we actually probably could have versed each other if you did. Did you do the chess?
I did chess every time. There was a good chance.
We probably could have versed each other.
Or you could have been there.
Yeah, well, we would have been there at the same time.
Yeah. I can't find it, but in like Russia, I think it was, there was a video. Did you see of the man jumping 16 stories
No.
and living?
Well, wow.
He like, or it's either 16 meters or 16 stories. I think it was 16 meters, but that's still impressive.
Hmm. How do you live?
He landed in like a sand pile, but okay, how much sand do you think you have to fall in for that to be fine?
Because the sand can't be packed.
I can tell you,
because packed sand is like
it was
concrete.
loose. Yeah, it was loose sand. But like, how with your hands, and then how much sand did he fall into off the ground?
Did he?
It did not look like a lot of sand.
That much?
From the camera angle, it looked like that much loose
This
sand.
is such a bad for.
Yeah, I know.
For
So we have
format.
we have one. So I'm showing one can height, and Furby's got two.
Or three. I'll say more three.
Two
cans.
or three. Yeah. And then he's just like screaming and popping off at the bottom, and like this other guy who looks like who's dressed identically to him runs over and is like, yeah, and they're celebrating. And I can't tell if he's in pain or not, because he could either be really happy or in pain.
Probably both.
And he like falls on like his knees weirdly. He like, he's almost sitting on it from what I recall. But he's like, he jumps off on purpose and everything.
Yeah. Yeah.
I wish I could find it. Like a week or two ago on Twitter, you could just type 16 meter and you would see it, but I cannot find it now.
A news headline I saw a couple of days ago. I just saw the headline in all caps, and I was like, I need to read this. And the headline was, "They are all high."
Okay.
And I'm like, what's going on? Turns out in America, some rats broke into an evidence locker and ate all the marijuana.
That's funny.
And the rats just got very high. And
What a high rat. Oh, well, that's the thing scientists do to rats all the time.
I'm like, no, that's hype. That's hype for the rats.
Feed the rats the drug.
Yeah, rats had the drug and they went crazy.
Ooh, that reminds me. Julian found a video and he put in the Discord, and it's of a guy going around Brisbane testing people's weed.
No.
And it's just like, they all have, it's all very like sketchily, loopholey, illegal.
Yeah.
And it's also an advertisement for their business, like, come get your license with us, and then we come and induct you, and then you can get it legally, and you can have it, and you can grow it. It's like, this seems like not the point of medical marijuana.
Yeah.
But it's just like all the creatures that come out and show off their wares.
Well, it's kind of like how there's times, or like definitely before concerts and festivals, there'll be like police, not even always police, set up
for
drug
tents.
testing.
Yeah.
And they're like, we won't arrest you or anything, we won't charge you, we won't take it off you, only if we test and it's got bad.
You know what
Or
would
is it
make
laced?
people more likely to do that? Because I imagine there's people who won't,
they usually-
even though they say that.
Yeah, well, because they've said it, they legally can't do it.
Why don't the police just have like a separate entity that isn't called the police, and it's just the drug testing people,
I think they now do it with like not police officers, with volunteers and
or
stuff.
just with people?
Yeah. But I feel like I'm less likely to trust just a person.
Yeah,
than a
that's
police
fair
officer
enough.
testing,
But
even
it's a
though
machine.
Yeah. Well,
It's
I think
like-
that's a good thing to do,
Yeah, and the
because it does make it safer. It stops people from.
yeah, bloody hell.
Because it is worse for the police to have to deal with someone who's been.
Yeah, and like and they
Laced,
get all
like,
messed
get
up,
messed up.
or imagine they get
Then someone
violent.
who's just a bit stoned.
Mm.
Or
That
just
reminds me of
seeing stuff like it's.
Tum Tum.
Tum Tum.
Tum Tum. I'm not going to talk about Tum Tum. Tum Tum is just an ism that we've picked up.
He keeps saying Tum
Tum.
And every time he said, like, I think it was Dum Dum On's Gum Gum. That one of the East Island heads that's in Night in the Museum.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. That's all I can think about. When
That reminds you of it. Well, Tum Tum. It's just no point in saying stomach or belly. It's just Tum Tum.
Tum Tum.
Anyway, marinated Coke. Do you like your marinated creaming soda?
It just tastes like creaming soda.
Yeah. Well, that's so strange. It's like, if it's been left in there for 2 weeks, it's gonna be good. It's like, what the fuck?
That's, yeah.
It doesn't get, I don't think it gets any colder than, technically, it doesn't get any colder after a point. It's just the temperature
it gets cold to a point and then...
Marinated Coke.
I think it does anything.
No.
Because it's like, it's sitting there for a long time. The soft drink already sits in places for a long time before that, like at the grocery store.
Yeah.
Like at the warehouse.
You buy it at room temperature.
Yeah, it's always sitting still for...
Oh, have you seen those? There's this like thing this guy made. You attach it to your bike, and you like put your can in it with like a little bit of ice, and it just spins really fast, and it'll like make a beer or whatever it is ice cold.
Oh, because it's
after like a minute of like less of riding. Yeah,
well, there's some stuff like that. Do you remember they used to be on when daytime TV was a thing that you watched?
Is this an as seen on TV product?
You know that you'd put the cordial into the cup and you would squeeze the cup.
Oh yeah.
And it would turn into a slushy.
It would turn, yeah.
But those only worked like one at a time.
One at a time.
Because you had to freeze the cup again, or to put the cup back in.
And then the selling point is you buy 4 of them.
Yeah, it's probably if you call this number right now, we'll give you the 4th one free.
I hate when I walk into the living room in the middle of the day and Mum's watching those things and actually pondering buying them. For like the last year, Mum has been like trying to convince us that it would be a good idea to buy a humongous massage chair in our tiny ass house. You still haven't been to my house.
No, I've been outside it, but...
And I'm just like, Mum, and I get up and I have to demonstrate how much space will be lost because it's like a humongous pod massage chair, and it's like twice as big as the ones at the shops. It's huge.
Yeah, those huge ones, yeah.
And it's just like, you don't need that.
You don't need that. It'd be kind of hype, but it'll take up so much space.
I have to walk over and like change the channel, and then she'll like begrudgingly change it back to the infomercial channel. I'm just like, Mom, we have so much stuff.
So much stuff.
Too much stuff, and it's from simple. It's like just that the shop's just buying appliances.
Did you see? We were talking about sports before, but the Wallabies had their investigation.
What were they investigating?
The entire company. Like Wallabies.
Did someone
and stuff
have really stinky balls? And
no, just because of how poorly they went at the World Cup. They had an investigation just to see like what's wrong.
It's an audit.
Yeah, an audit. That's it. They overspent in that 9-month World Cup period 2.6 million.
For what? 2.
Yeah, so they went 2.6 million over budget.
For what?
They're saying it's like, well, so what I found out. I found it interesting. Apparently, it happens in a lot of sports for like World Cups and stuff. Because it's very expensive because you're sending like a team of like 60 people over.
Yeah, and you
not
have to
just
house them and
players,
shit.
like your coaching staff, your support staff, your media staff.
The skeleton of the
You're sending like the entire company basically over, like accommodation, transport. And so I found out a lot of players, like if they don't win, like the World Cup or the big sporting event,
just go party.
No, a lot of them will voluntarily get their pay deducted just to go. And I found out the previous World Cup?
Wait, what for? Just
like,
to leave?
Yeah, just to go to the World Cup, they'll get their pay deducted.
Oh, to go watch?
Or to go play. If they don't win it.
Oh, okay, right.
Because they're not winning the prize money and the big.
So to stay on the team,
be like offset, to just go play because they love for the love of the game.
That seems different to how it normally works in sport. Oh, that's for good players and good teams though.
Yeah, that's for like. This is like World Cup, which is like World Cups and Olympics are already very expensive.
Yeah, I have beef with the Olympics. Go on.
One of the rugby players was talking about how 2015, and he was an older player at this point already. He'd been playing for years. He got paid nothing to go to the World Cup. He just went because he wanted to, and just to get more caps and to just play.
Mm.
And I'm like, damn, you got to be committed to go
Yeah.
into anything to put in that much effort.
Is the World Cup every 4 years like the Olympics?
Yeah, every 4 years.
That's crazy. Do people who do those things for multiple things, like multiple showings?
Yeah.
Crazy, because it's like every 4 years. It's a dynasty.
But then that year when he went, a lot of the players didn't get paid. And they got to semi-finals.
They
did well, and then
so they still don't know how they've overspent 2.6.
So they've said the last in those 9 months they overspent $2.6 million. They're saying it was just there was a lot of different stuff they were paying for, like a lot of they put a lot more into media and stuff. But they haven't really come out with how they've overspent $2.6 million.
Yeah, I can't imagine.
They've just been like, we've done it.
Managing social media could cost that much. It's
like there's a lot of theories because like the who was the head coach at the time was only the coach for 9 months and then fucked off to Japan. They're saying, oh, maybe it was him, and he did it out of spite. But there's no way he could do 2.6 million
and no one knows.
What's the
invisible
unwarranted
money? Oh yeah, negligent.
Yeah, like not checked for like
or fraudulent.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Couldn't possibly do that.
Damn, I should work in that business.
But I'm like, that is.
He fleeced those motherfuckers.
I'm like, that's crazy.
Assuming it was him.
Yeah. So 2.6 million disappeared. And I found that, I was just like, that's insane.
Yeah.
Apart from that, Australian rugby is actually playing really well at the moment. Because we've been watching the Reds, we've been watching other games.
We've been going neck and neck with the Kiwi teams.
Reds are number 2.
Really?
They're only like 3 points behind.
Oh, so I've only watched games that. Oh no, we won that game when we were out at the pub. I remember that.
Yeah, and then we lost that game. At like the one that we watched against the
I can't remember
Hurricanes,
who the team was. The Hurricanes,
who haven't lost a game yet,
which is ridiculous.
Yeah.
Because like if it was not seeded by, if it was seeded with that complicated rubbish one, like the fact that we only lost to them by 3 points.
Oh, so yeah, because
like we'd be seeded higher. Yeah.
Yeah, if we just had the draw.
It was 3 points, right? Or was it 6? I still don't know how the scoring works.
No, it would have been 6 because they scored at the end.
It is 6, okay.
No, 7, sorry. Because if a converted try is 7. Not 6, it's in odd numbers.
So baseball, the second game of the season starts, and they're doing something like the NRL. Like, there's still spring training games going on.
Yeah.
But they've started it early. I think it's a week or two early. With like a Seoul, South Korea... I don't know the word. I shouldn't be blanking like this. Just like a series. That's it. It's a series. And it's 2 games between the Dodgers and the Padres. They are rivals. Because they're from the same place, pretty much. From like California. And they're playing in South Korea. And we've won the first game. We, the Dodgers.
Yeah.
5-2.
The Dodgers? Okay.
And then for the game that's happening... Since it's in our time zone tonight, there's a new, I think he's a South Korean pitcher and he's playing for the Dodgers and it's his first big start.
Oh, okay, so that'd be...
Yeah. So the group bet has an over on that for lots of runs. And the Dodgers winning. Because either he fumbles and he gets hit around a bunch and it's a high scoring game, or the Dodgers just do it and just hit a lot of runs, hopefully. Anyway.
That'd be good.
Looking forward to that. Lots of sport on. Panthers are on. Panthers are going to win. I'm just saying this. Are we versus the Broncos? Yeah, we are.
Are we?
Yeah.
No, we're versus Dragons.
Oh, no.
Panthers are versus Broncos.
Sorry, Panthers versus Broncos.
We're versus Broncos next week.
Cowboys versus Dragons.
We're versus them next week, yeah.
Every time I enter this, it's like, oh, that's next round. Anyway, I picked a perfect round of tips last week. 8 out of 8.
Are you interested in watching the Tigers vs Sharks game on Saturday? Are you going to watch it?
I'll have the score up at work.
Because you're working.
Yeah.
Because there's a Reds game on at the same time.
Ah.
And it's against the Force, which are the Perth team.
Brother. Oh. I'll tell my auntie if we beat them. I'll be like, haha, you probably don't even know.
I'm not the Western Force, yeah.
God damn it. Hawthorn lost in their AFL game.
Oh, to who?
Essendon.
Oh.
But it was close at the start, and then at the end they just kind of fumbled, and Dad's like, I just don't know what they were doing.
I think AFL's a great game.
AFL is a great game. I don't think
It's
it
fun
deserved
to play.
the rep it got when I was at school.
Yeah.
Because everyone would just bag on it and call it gay FL.
Yeah, everyone, especially like Queensland.
Yeah. I don't know. It's a feat. It's
It
one of
is-
those sports.
It is definitely the biggest sport in Australia. Well, cricket's.
If I had to pick, I'd say boxing's the... No, it would probably be...
Also, because, well, soccer is so big.
Swimming?
I saw they, no,
There's
someone...
like gotta be some like sport you wouldn't think of, right?
Oh, who?
It wouldn't be golf. Oh, you know what's a big fucking sport? Horse racing. That doesn't count. That doesn't
Yeah, I'm
count.
talking about like team sports.
Yeah, okay.
But, the Fox Sports, which I have a deep dislike for Fox Sports anyway.
Yeah, we've been with them forever.
It did,
With a Foxtel.
who was Australia's most dominant team?
Oh, out of all the codes.
Yeah, they're talking about, so it's like, they've got like cricket, netball, women's cricket, and swimming.
Cricket, netball, women's...
Yeah, so men's and women's cricket, netball, and swimming.
Yeah, I can see that.
No.
We're
Well, they didn't
swimmers.
say, but they said, who do you think out of those is probably... Because those are the most dominant Australian teams.
I mean, I would say Australian men's cricket, but sometimes we just drop the belt.
I'd say it's at the moment Australian men's cricket.
But then, like, sometimes we'll just go through phases
Yeah.
of, like...
But overall,
Fucking
I think
up.
swimming.
Yeah.
'Cause
What's our most recent one? Titmus? I can't remember her first name. Ariana? Something. It starts with A, I think. Can't remember. The Olympics... Wait, are the Olympics happening this year?
Yeah.
Where? Tokyo.
No.
That already happened.
Shows you how much there is care for the Olympics now.
We should have it on the moon.
Olympics on the moon?
I don't like the Olympics anyway. Get it off the planet,
Yeah,
bro.
I don't really care about the Olympics.
I just don't like... Like, it's fun to watch when it's on.
France.
Ew. Oh well. But, yeah, I just don't like the fact that they have, like... Now, I don't know if you care about this, but they have, like... You know how they have exclusive rights? And you can get in trouble for, like...
Yeah.
And I just think that's stupid. If it's meant to be... The whole thing is it's like a unity of all the countries and, like, coming together to do this thing. It should just be free to watch. And I shouldn't have to make a stupid account on a stupid website to watch it with ads.
Free to watch. Also, talking about the Reds game.
Yeah.
This weekend. Because there is no other, like, Queensland sporting code on at the time, they've decided they're going to put this game on free to air.
Good.
And they've been doing like a big push where they did like a big media thing. Like,
Is it going to be on 9?
yeah, it's on 9,
9 has the HD channel, so that's good.
and it's like everyone's like they're pushing for like every pub because there's no other Queensland team playing at the moment
Yeah, they should.
at that time.
Yeah,
so,
like that's good. And the Olympics should be the same.
yeah. I think the Olympics
I
are
like
just
it only got me mad the other day because I found out that do you know the streamer Greek God X?
no.
Okay, well, he is like disputing the Olympics because he was watching it on stream with his fans.
Yeah.
And I don't really care for that streamer or anything, but it's the fact that I don't know.
Yeah.
I feel like I might be biased towards stream culture.
If you're saying it's like the world competition, like it's the biggest,
Like it's everyone. I don't know why it wouldn't
Yeah.
be given to everyone for free or like just to watch.
everyone
like-
should be able to watch, but
A guy got like
Really?
imprisoned for filming a flyover in Japan when he was at the park,
yeah.
and he was just like vlogging his walk at the park. And well, okay, they're really strict about that in Japan, so
Yeah.
that's a bad example. But like, make the Olympics not
Great
annoying
again.
to watch. Make it free for everybody. I don't know.
But yeah, I think
The exclusive rights is stupid if they're trying to squeeze money out of it. It's a big money hole anyway.
Yeah.
It's just good tourism for the locals. But then it like messes them up. You know, have you seen the footages of like in I think it was Brazil? All of their or was it Brazil? Some place hosted the Olympics and then all of the stadiums have become like unused,
Brazil.
barren...
Yeah, that's another problem with the Olympics. A lot of them they do like these big housing areas for the Olympians.
and then it becomes
and it
no
just
one needs it
becomes
anymore.
This abandoned area, and
The
that's,
Olympic Village.
and like it costs so much for these places to build these stadiums.
They should just do it with a bunch of dongers.
Because I said dollars. Because I saw because Brisbane's hosting not the next Olympics but the Olympics after,
Yeah.
and they're like, we're not building a new stadium.
Oh, dongers are demountable like shipping container ass housings or offices or whatever you need them to be.
Very temporary for like temporary.
Yeah, that's it.
Well,
temporary.
did I say very temporary for temporary?
You did.
Very popular for temporary.
Very popular for popular.
Very popular for popular.
Alright. I'm going to talk about the frog.
The frog?
Yeah. So, one of my managers at work is like a really sweet girl. And she's like very normal.
Yeah.
And I don't know, that sounds weird. But like, she's just very nice.
She wouldn't talk Emmy and you talk to our friends.
No, yeah, that's what I mean. When I say normal, I mean like normie, but then that's also a weird word to just use.
So she's not, or she doesn't seem to be in the video game or the...
She's not about talking about that weird shit.
Meme culture.
Yeah.
That hurts to say.
So, yeah, it does. So she's at the desk and I'm at dishwash, and she just lets out the loudest scream, and she's just on her phone, and I'm like, what? And like all the other workers come and it's like, what?
What?
And she's like, Mary is so... whatever. Mary is so disgusting. My sister's so disgusting. It's like, what? And she's like, hold on. And then she's like texting. And he's like, do you guys want to see? And I'm like, I mean... And it's like, she hasn't given any context as to how disgusting this is.
So you're a bit worried.
Our only knowledge is that she screamed really loud.
Yeah.
She like FaceTimes her sister and is like, what the hell? And then her sister waves to all of us. And she's like trying to get the video up because she got her sister to resend it.
Yeah. She's
like, go away. And she's like swiping away her FaceTime on the phone. And and she ends the call. And she opens it and I see a video and there's okay. So there is a still image in the middle of a dog. And it's just, what the fuck? As a caption. Yeah. Like in the middle. And there's a frog. And then this like shape comes down and I thought it was a knife. And I thought the frog was getting cut in half. The shape that was coming down was someone's bare asshole.
Oh, what?
And
Whoa.
And the frog immediately jumps up and goes in.
Whoa.
And then I'm just... Sorry.
Whoa.
And I'm like, of all of the people at my work to show me bestiality, I would have never guessed it to be the girl that showed it to me. I would not have called it. It's like so far away. The Venn diagrams do not overlap at all.
That's what... Yeah.
When I said this story to Riley and Carl in the chat, in the voice call, I said, yeah, I'll show bestiality.
That's great. Well, no, I had the same experience.
Did you see the same video?
No.
Oh.
I was at uni and I was talking to just one of my lab partners. I was just talking to them, and I've talked to them for like a couple of weeks, and they seemed like it's only like an hour long, so I don't like get like a full
it is small talk shit.
It's more just talking about what we're doing
to get through the lab,
and we're talking about, and then randomly he was like, oh, let me show you this meme, and I'm like, whoa, this is some character development here. Turns around, and it's 3 cartoon wolves like bent over and looking back, and it says, throw me to the wolves and they'll come back pregnant. And I was like, that's
wow,
crazy. I don't know you. But this is like, if you showed that to me, I'd be like, Mitchell.
Yeah, because
but just showing me this in a lab is just like, this is... Bro, I'm trying to dissect plants here and look at them under a microscope. Why are you showing me this?
Yeah. At least you're not dissecting frogs.
Yeah.
I saw footage of the digestive system of a frog while it was digesting. That shit's weird.
Yeah.
It's frogs, like all moving around.
Yeah, because they can throw up their guts and then suck them back in.
Yeah, like it looked like that too. That nothing was stationary in its position.
It was all just moving.
It was like spinning around.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Frogs are weird, man. But
that poor girl. That poor frog.
Okay.
Jesus. And like everyone after seeing the frog video was like very quiet. And I was just like, and I was trying to break it. I was like, oh, that poor frog, guys. No one appreciated that.
Poor frog.
Because the other 2 girls that were on shift were also like, this does not overlap with them at all.
Yeah.
Mind you, Riley was like, oh, I saw that. That was on TikTok. And I was like, what the fuck?
Well, I didn't see this.
Maybe it was on Twitter. Maybe it was on Twitter.
But we also watched... Me and you watched Shogun.
Yeah, I saw the first 2 episodes of Shogun.
I thought it was enjoyable.
Yeah, it was cool. I genuinely don't think the sex scene that happened in the first episode was necessary.
Yeah, that was...
It literally was just like It didn't ever come up again. It wasn't ever alluded to. They just had naked lady to have naked lady.
And then a guy got cucked.
And then a guy sat there and watched.
And it was just like, okay, this is
Because this lady's job was to please this old ass guy. Oh no, not even an old ass guy, just a guy.
Yeah.
So she just had sex in front of him with someone else.
It was just like, okay, this has happened.
Concubine shit.
Yeah.
What else did we watch? We watched a shitty movie called Come
To Daddy.
Yeah, Come to Daddy. I hated that movie.
I was just on my phone for most of it. I
don't blame you. It was shit. And Riley was defending it. He was like, no, it was alright. And I was like, no, it wasn't.
I didn't really like it. Last night we showed Miles Full Metal Jacket. The night before, sorry.
Yeah, and you guys kept calling me a gook afterwards. Or can I not say that?
No, that's wild.
Well, I don't care. I don't care.
That just took me by surprise.
I've heard all of the different words for everything at school, and none of them really mattered to me because they weren't ever personal. Like, I don't really care that I'm a little bit Asian. It's like, what? Like it doesn't affect me. Like, I've had
Also, this is just getting deep.
Oh, it's not that deep.
Yeah, fair enough. I don't know what to say.
Would you get away with the manslaughter of a serial killer?
I'm a white male, probably. But yeah, it's a good movie. Miles had never seen it before.
Yeah, I should watch it. I heard, was it you? It was you who kept thinking it was Tropic Thunder.
Oh, at the start, for some reason I was thinking of Tropic Thunder.
Yeah.
And then, it clicked in my head the first 2 minutes, and I was like, oh wait.
Yeah, that it's not.
Wrong movie.
Yeah.
Very wrong movie. Tropic Thunder's a comedy.
Yeah. Okay, wait. So, Vultures 2 is apparently not coming to streaming services.
Yeah.
Have you heard of this? He's
Yes,
only
yes.
selling it for $20 at his website.
Okay.
Which is like, I understand his philosophy of making all of his merch $20. I don't think the album should be $20. Like, when he announced this, the next 2 or 3 days of music Twitter was just like, local files, man, everyone's pirating, shit's gonna go crazy. Local files are gonna be working overtime on Spotify. And it's like, well, I would like to buy it, and I'm pretty sure I might if it was $10.
Yeah, but
I don't know. I'll see how I feel. I'll see if it sounds good before I fucking... I don't know. But it's like this whole thing of streaming services and record labels are bad for the artist in terms of how much money the artist makes. Because the cut they get is so small.
Yeah, it's a streaming service.
And he tried to do, I think it was called Tidal. He tried to have his own streaming service, and that is still nowhere near as big as Apple.
Oh, I
and
remember
Spotify.
Tidal, yes.
And that was way back. It's owned by Jay-Z's label,
yeah.
I think. But he was a big supporter of it ages ago. And his whole thing of let's get away from labels and that, Julian had a very he wouldn't be where he is without them. And it's yeah, it's like that for for any talent in any industry.
Yeah,
but it's a thing. A lot of artists recently have been talking about how it's exploitive or whatever the industry is exploitative of them.
Yeah,
because even though they take so much money, but then Julian kept bringing it back to they'd be nowhere without them. It's yeah. But it's once you get to a big enough size, you should be able to become self-sufficient.
Yeah, you should not have to just rely on it. The label, you should be able to do it yourself.
Yeah, but then completely getting away from streaming services, I think, is going very backwards. I don't know how much money Spotify make as a company.
Probably a lot. Let's see.
But then if you split that evenly, you wouldn't be able to split it without the monthly pay coming up from customers. You know? To split it to pay everyone what they actually stream or whatever, because it's a cent per 1,000 stream, and if you're popular your rate can go up, I think. No, that wouldn't make sense.
Holy,
they'd get broke.
Spotify annual revenue for 2023 was 14.3 billion.
Okay, they could probably afford to pay everyone
the year before that was 12.3 billion.
Because what are they need money for server maintenance. I don't think things like Apple and Spotify need advertising at this point.
Yeah.
They're just like the Woolworths and the Coles of the music. Don't need that shit. I don't know.
That's also USD, so
That is USD. So what I'm picturing, I need to almost double it.
yeah, that's
for Australian dollar.
that's a lot. But also, it is like the most popular.
Mm.
Like everyone has Spotify.
Everyone has
Think about
Spotify.
it, everyone-
And if you're a snob, you have Apple Music.
Like even
Have you heard of that?
yeah, I don't like Apple Music.
The streaming quality of
Like
sound is
it's not
better.
even like a big the same as like a big social media because even old people have Spotify
True.
because they want to listen to music. Old people don't care about social media.
Yeah, but I remember explaining to my parents about how the streaming service runs because they just pay for a family plan, which I think you and Julian are also just on.
I'm part of
I-
the
to
household.
them. But
Well, your dad might know now.
whatever.
Whatever.
They're extra spaces. It'd be a waste.
Okay.
But I had to explain to them like we don't have to buy music individually anymore.
Which is it's so much Spotify is so much better than having to like go on the iTunes store and buy.
Yeah, exactly. All right. So what else is? Oh, what came out? Chief Keef dropped a tape.
Yeah.
Called Dirty Nachos. I listened to it. It's alright. I don't think it's for me.
I thought it was just very mid. I was just like, this is very just mediocre.
Yeah, the traps. There was like it was the song with 2 Chainz. I thought was good,
When
but I think it's mainly because 2 Chainz was.
what song is it? Which one?
Was it the one with Sexy Red?
No.
Because I think the
On 2 times.
oh the first. He just says, "Whoa,
Whoa.
that was Pink Floyd." My bad.
When like at the start of it, and I heard, "Damn son, where'd you find that?"
Oh,
And I was like, "Whoa."
no, that's Trapaholics.
But I just haven't heard that in so long.
Oh, right.
It just like I haven't heard it. I was just like, "Whoa."
They're like Trapaholics.
I was like, "Whoa."
Yeah.
Damn.
I don't
son,
know if
where'd you find that?
So it's a collab with Mike Will Made It, and I don't know enough about Trapaholics.
Yeah.
I just know I only ever hear their tag on like West Side Gun music, and I
Yeah.
don't even think it's on there anymore. But like, I don't know. It wasn't for me, but there were like a couple songs in there I thought were pretty good.
Yeah, I was just like, okay. Ski Mask song.
Ski Mask song Shibuya. I'm looking forward to that big comeback.
I actually quite liked it. I quite like Shibuya.
It was a nice low key. He didn't go insane on it,
But
but
go dummy on it, but it was good.
But the rest of the because that's the first song in the album rollout. And I don't know if it's gonna be dark because I think his brother passed away. Something happened. That's
Yeah.
why I took a break from music. But,
The 2 Don Toliver tracks were good.
I still haven't listened to this.
I like them.
Okay.
I like them.
Riley was saying he didn't like it as much as Psycho a Bandit.
Yeah, but I think they're both good.
I still need to listen. I'll probably listen to it on the car on the way to the gym today.
They're both enjoyable, yeah.
Did you listen to the Kenny Mason one? It's called 9.
No, I didn't listen to the Kenny Mason one.
His last album was 6, and this one is 9.
Oh.
And I
We're
don't
going
know.
up by 3s.
Yeah, I don't know if there were like 2 EP drops in the middle, but they weren't on Spotify.
Yeah.
But it was good. Riley has been trying to get me into Kenny Mason. Well, anyone who will listen to him into Kenny Mason because he is good.
Yeah, he's just not.
I was like, yeah, he's on some chill lyrical. I was like, this guy's like Kendrick Lamar, and he just didn't even react to that. And I was like, okay. He's on his lyrical chill shit, but it's not. It isn't any concept album. It's just.
Yeah, it's just
more of a mixtape. From what I could
which
tell.
I don't mind because I feel like there are so many concept albums coming out.
I don't mind him.
I don't mind a concept album, but I feel like there's so many coming out. If it's just like a normal album, I'm like, yeah, okay.
Yeah. I think a lot of my favorite ones are like that. Like Because the Internet, Pablo. I can't think of any others.
Yeah.
Maps is kind of a concept album. Anyway, that's that. Do you have something of the week for me?
I have the Dave album. We Are All Alone in This Together.
Yes.
I just.
That's a repeat. I have a repeat. It's Modal Soul by Nujabes.
It is a repeat. Yeah, I was like, I don't know if there's a repeat or not, but yeah.
I pulled that out of the memory cave.
Well, it's probably been a while since that, so.
Yeah, same. I love this album so much.
Yeah,
That's a good album too.
That's a very good album. We got Post Malone song with Luke Combs and another one with Morgan
Did it
Wallen.
come out or was it just a snippet?
No, yeah, they've both just been teased.
Yeah, I saw
They
it on
both
Twitter.
sound good.
I'm looking forward to it. like this country album probably just because Post Malone's on it and his voice is good.
Yeah. Actually, I'm kind of keen for his song with Taylor Swift.
Yeah.
Just like, yeah.
It'll be a Taylor Swift song.
Yeah, but they have Post Malone on it.
I don't know, man.
I can like Taylor Swift.
No, but it's mathematically perfect music. It just sounds too perfect.
Yeah, I don't mind a mathematically perfect song. Like,
no, I know. 90% of production is like that.
Like, I think it's fine to, like, yeah, it's always good to be like more creative and to like risk.
Yeah, but like I've listened to Reputation. That's the only album I've listened to.
Yeah.
I don't know. Do you fuck with Reputation?
No, I don't mind Reputation. I think Reputation's probably one of my favourites.
Yeah. I don't know. It seemed all one notey, the samey.
They all feel similar, but
isn't she a witch? Isn't there like some deep Taylor Swift stuff? Isn't she like a reborn Satanist?
I don't think so.
Because she looks so similar to the satanic priest lady who died. And she has like witchcraft album.
You won't get firebombed by a Swiftie.
No, because maybe. No, because I don't believe it, guy. I don't believe it, guy.
But
is she ever gonna get married?
I've got no idea.
Or is she just gonna permanently date? I don't care.
Yeah, I was just like, I thought about it, like, I'm not too. Were you in the car?
Probably not. I've been working.
No, you were here for.
I've been sleeping and working. Oh wait,
when Soul Train played, I just smacked the mic.
Oh, you did.
Brother,
we were all talking about music and Carl.
We skipped
we skipped Candy Paint.
We skipped Carl was like, "Oh, can we put Soul Train
by YBN Namir
in the queue?"
And we skipped Post Malone.
He's like, "It's high." He's like, "Just skip Candy Paint. Candy Paint's shit compared to this." And I was just like, okay.
And he puts on, and this song comes on. And
holy fucking!
I can't even remember it. I just know I didn't like it.
It just wasn't. No one was everyone was kind of just at the car like.
Because he was like tweaking with his voice or something. Was that it? It was his voice. He was
tweaking with his voice.
And then it got like auto tuned at one point, and like not in a cool auto tune way.
Yeah, it was tough.
It was just like he turned the dial and didn't really think about. I don't know.
Yeah, it wasn't enjoyable, and I was mad that we skipped Candy Paint for that.
It is what it is.
It is what it is.
Man, I want Dune 3 to come out.
Bro, I want my Dune books to arrive. Post. We're going to throw hands in a little bit.
Are they heavy?
Yeah, they're big books.
Bro, I hate it. I will, when I order things to my address, sometimes they just change the postcode to like the Central City one where I don't have a post box.
Yeah.
So I have to like go there, and it's in like the bin. It's in this bin that I don't know if they're going to get rid of it or not. It just sits there, and it's just like wrong place. And it's like if it gets sent back, I have to wait and then deal with the resend or the refund. Like I ordered Joji's most recent album on vinyl, not on vinyl, on CD, and vinyl. I can't remember. I got them like 2 years later, or like a year later.
Whoa!
Because like it just got lost in the post. And I ordered a shirt, and they were like, "We'll just resend you the things." Oh, but there's no shirt, so we'll refund you for the shirt. I'm like, bro, I really only cared about the shirt.
Yeah, that's sad.
And mind you, I still haven't listened to this album. I pre-ordered that shit, and this has like soured my experience to it so much. I like haven't listened to it.
Yeah, but I feel like that's fair. I'll be pretty pissed.
I just can't do it. Broncos are in the lead by 2 points.
Aren't they? Oh well.
Yeah, penalty goal. 5 minutes in. Brother.
We both sat here not talking. I'm like, we're recording.
I am tactically trying not to fart.
Well, do you see the light then? Oh, okay. I feel like that should be the end because I feel like it's going to be bad. My dog was on this couch before. And
I was going to say that. It can't be that bad if there was a dog on the couch before.
Oh, dude. Okay, yep. Thank you, guys. This was episode 22 of the Prior Beats podcast.
20 what?
22.
Okay. Bye.
Have a good one.